Sorry about that. I had my mic a bit too far away to be heard. But hello everybody and welcome back to Dark Cloud, episode 6 of the Norune Village Saga and episode 6 in general. Isn't that lovely? This is actually the second to last episode that I have recorded as of the time I'm currently recording these. Well, these voiceovers. And it is also the last episode that I have to go over the audio again. Pretty fancy, huh? That's one of the weapons I was looking for. Oh, a Gladius. That's actually the weapon I'm going to be upgrading for Ton this series. Or for our character this series. So, Vindication. I might actually split this episode into 2 parts, as it's not really like, you can tell, and I ended up recording for... Oh no, wait, never mind. Never mind what I just said. I remembered that I recorded my entire trip through the back stages, though most of it was grinding, therefore it doesn't need any kind of, speaking area in it. So there you go. That would be why that would be that. I recorded 48 minutes of footage, give or take. However, only about 20, maybe 30 was used. Oh yes, we're immediately getting into the Gladius and it being upgraded. Because that's important. Doot, 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 doot. Now, back to the chopper. Get to the chopper. Yes, that is an old as hell movie reference, and I don't care. Take that, you master jacket bastard! Damn right. Hate those things, as I've made quite clear. Anyway, moving on. What are we gonna get into today? I'm recording this just after the Dark Cloud episode 5 voiceover, because I wanted to get this over with, because I haven't actually recorded Dark Cloud since doing these voiceovers, as if I did, I'd likely forget about having to do them, which just wouldn't be very fun for anyone. I've also, as I said last episode, uploaded Dark Cloud Part 2. So, things are getting done. Things are getting done indeed. And of course, there is another lamp. I think I've got a lamp on almost every floor. Like, at least one. Oh, that's awful. Unfortunate and awful. If mildly entertaining. If not mildly entertaining. Yes, I can go in here because I just got the thing. There we go. And I think this is the floor I actually, yeah, this is the floor I end up going to the, backstage in. You know what's in this episode, I just mean this specific floor. Take that rock off. Dungeon map. Excellent. Okay then. Let's see how this goes. I don't know why there was a bit of a voice crack there, but whatever. It is what it is. Just froze like that. There we go. Sapphire, already worth coming back here. Ah, yes. This is the floor where there were mimics in the back room. How awful. Mimics give 6... Well, powered up mimics give 6 EXP. And, powered up king mimics give 8. Which is awful. It's just awful. Not worth it at all. I have to set up my thing. I always have my active item set up to one green repair powder, which is known as auto repair powder. In the event that our weapon breaks, it automatically repairs it to full. Just as like a lifeline, if you will. I also normally put in, and I say this later on in the original recording, I also normally put a revival powder in the middle, which means if we die, we automatically are restored. And I put a Dran's feather in the first slot. So as a result, I very rarely... Oh, I'm actually doing that now. I very rarely actually get use of the throwing items. Because compared to what damage they do, I could probably do more damage with more effectivity than they could. It's just, you know, a thing that happens as you do. I don't actually think there ended up being anything back here in this specific floor. Room, rather. In this specific floor, there's nothing. No. In this specific room, there was nothing actually there. Kind of funny. Anyway. Onward and onward. Yes.
At the very least, this wasn't...
Plant Buster. I'm a bit late, I know. Hey! Asshole. Like that. Mimics suck. See? That's exactly why you use revival powders. Should have got more than just 2. I think the rest of these were all mimics. Hey! Asshole! Oh, the revival powder doesn't restore you to full. It restores you to about half your HP. Oh, that's the first negative one we got. That reduced the WHP of our weapon by a small amount. It was only like 3 this time, but it gets much worse as you go. Hey, King Mimic. Die! And yeah, we only came back here for the Sapphire, because nothing else is of value. Speaking of Sapphire, Sapphires raise the wind and I believe MP of your weapon. Both by 10. As well as some other things, of course. So, as a whole, it's rather nice. Anyway, we're gonna be heading out. And this is about when I start explaining about how I'm gonna stay back here and grind for a bit. Just so I can try and get a synth sphere. I don't end up doing so. I grind, I just don't end up getting a synth sphere. Because it's so, like, time consuming when you're grinding on mimics. It's awful. It's awful. Anyway, I am gonna end this voiceover here, and then we'll start back up again after we're done with the back floors. So, I will see you guys then. Hello and welcome back, everybody. Here we are, right back where the thing is. Like I said, I didn't end up getting a full, actual synth sphere, I don't think. And I don't remember why I had this paused. But, whatever. I leave a pause for a little bit, don't I? There we go. Anyway, looking at our weapons. I got the chopper to 3. Which I can just power up from there. Using my power-up powders. And status brick. There we go. Then move one of those. Yeah, there we go. I think thunder is what I have to repair, get higher again, but I don't remember. Don't quote me. I think so. Everything else seems to be pretty well versed. Die! Yes. All will die.
I only used one grand spell.
Now then. The floor is almost over. As you see, I didn't go back out or anything. And I might as well use the Jan's feathers while I have an open slot.
Oh, and I didn't get a
Die!
from one of the
Asshole!
which
Trying to yoink at me while I... Oh, that's the stone item. That's what I was talking about last episode and the episode before.
powered mimics.
Well, not episode before that, but one of the episodes before. That's the one that does neutral damage when you throw it. It's crap, but whatever. It is what it is. Allnet's house. Awesome. I think that time it actually paused for a bit, so... Going up. I will try to get this figured out, by the way, to reduce how much that happens, the pausing. But it is what it is. As of the moment, at least. And I think... Oh yeah, the next floor has the last person. Obviously, as there's 2 people left and only 1 sphere left. Yeah, and there's also 2 more things. Okay then. Now we get to go and go do the thing. Actually, wait, I don't know if we got all of them yet, did we? Okay, I might have jumped the gun a bit. I thought that we had the rest of the map filled out. So I had to re-watch the edits to make sure there was nothing that needed to be said. But there wasn't. So, well, not the edits, but the full video minus the edits. Death to dragon! Almost there. Doot doot. Repair the weapon. Pumped with energy. Energy! For some reason that reminded me of Ben 10. I don't know why I didn't just kill the dragon. You see, if I had killed the dragon, that wouldn't have been an issue. Because now I can't get the last one. And you see what I mean? They follow your ass. Makes it extremely hard to actually get rid of them when... Die. 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 Makes it extremely hard to fight them when they get a heads up on you. There we go. Yeah, I can't do much else here. So instead we go and go to the exit. That way we can come back with Tarn repaired. Because if a party member dies, they will be restored upon exiting the dungeon. Which I think is nice. If you don't have any revival powder, you're not just SOL. Leave the dungeon temporarily, as we can't do much else. Though I do think we have some things we can do up here, so it's all is well. All is well, all is relative. I think that's what that means, that phrase. I think that's how that goes. I'll get rid of a few things. It only sells for 2 also. Potato cakes. all of the potato cakes. Get one of those. That's in the event of if I get a reduce money by a little bit. The effect of that is from one of the circle ring things you walk through, and it basically cuts your money in half. So if you have 1,000, you have 500. If you have 10,000, you have 5,000. You can see how quickly that adds up. Anyway, get some of these. Some more of those. And some more of those. Like I said, I try to have at least 2 rows of repair powder at all times. So that's about 10 repair powders. Simply because it makes sure that you don't run out at a bad time. Or at least it helps make sure you don't run out at a bad time. There we go. Doot, doot, doot. And everyone gets water. I think I give Xiao more water than Inception gets for the time being, and then I think that later on we balance it out again. Simply because equal opportunity. Yeah, I think you end up over there. If I have to move that. I have to redo a lot of things in this city. Well, town. There we go. The Dron's Windmill. All is well so far. And then it occurs to me that there's a, when doing this, it occurred to me there was a back, path from the windmill. So later on I try to connect it so that it's all, you know, one long path with the windmill in between. But I don't get to do that just yet. I need to learn how to not take so long of breaks between breaths. Oh dear, I'm sorry about how that looks. I was having an overload and I don't know why. Actually, no, I don't think it was an overload. I think it was just the, actual game. That is one thing I am kind of sad about, that you don't get to do with a, that doesn't happen with a capture card and the actual system, but you can't do on PC as well as you'd like. Like, there's no risk of actually having a lag spike like that on the console itself. Unless it's part of the game into which that game is badly made. You know, as you do. I might actually skip some of this. I'll just come back when it's done doing the thing. Okay, we're back now. Everything's fixed. There we go. I am sorry about that, but now you can see what I did. See, now everything looks all nice and pretty. Doot doot. Moving that over there. Moving that over there. Okay, so it's not all done, but, you know, it's nice. It looks nice. And I think I got the hag's house? Yes, because the hag wants to actually be by the windmill. And I was one short. So I decide, as you can see, to use that. Place it there. And there we go. What I wanted to accomplish is done. You can't have 100% in all three categories until after this dungeon, but whatever. It does what it has to do. Putting some trees. You get a tree. And you get a tree. Even that windmill gets a tree. Yes, the windmill gets its hard-earned tree. So, what do you guys think? What do you guys think about the ward building aspect of it? I think it's cool. I don't know if you guys think the same way, for obvious reasons. I think that's actually the last building. Oh dear. Sorry, there's a lot of skipping and jumping in this episode. It doesn't happen in other episodes as much, so don't worry about that. But actually, I don't think it's happened in the next episode. Just, something to keep in mind. And I will be doing some fixing and stuff of, I'll be trying to fix the game and making sure that it all works as intended, or at least works better. But anyway, stretch. Yeah. Sorry, that was an auto stretch. Had no way to control that. Now then, we're just here to get the. Now this was an overload. I'm trying not to cut much of it out, but I might have to cut a bit of this out. I'm sorry. Just to make sure it, does the thing well. Okay, there we go. I don't have to cut that one out. Anyway, sorry. I don't know what's actually causing that to be a thing that happens, but it's kind of annoying for both my part and your part. I'm actually gonna go into my editor here. Well, not my editor, but my I forgot what it's but I need to see if I can figure out where the emulation settings. Okay, that's not what I wanted. I'll figure that out when I'm done. Need to talk about the game. Which again, I'm sorry about. So there you go. You got that. Well, you got her. Sorry, you're not that. You're her. You're a feminine being. I think I'm actually gonna cut off. Yeah, I'm gonna cut out the last of this. So, I'll be back. Okay, here we go. This is gonna be a very short segment, but to the next floor.
I think it's really cool.
Ha-ho! Ha-ha! Ha-ha! Yes. This just serves the purpose of us getting to the thing. And then being able to, move on. I'm sorry for the lack of quality in this episode. I really don't know what the hell happened here. Oh.
I don't think it is, but
Okay, that got loud.
I hope not.
Anyways.
You are an ass.
Uh-huh.
Not even a brilliant one, just an ass.
I don't know what any of these do.
There we go.
Anyway,
One slingshot.
got the hag.
Oh, I got the hack.
I'm multitasking. And I'm sucking at it, and my commentary is showing this. This is by far my worst video.
And no, the weapon you get isn't tied.
And I am sorry about that. But don't worry, I personally think that episode 4 with Sita and episode 7 with the boss are pretty good to compensate.
Okay.
And
Them in a few episodes.
I swear, power powder is not that common. Okay, I swear it.
Not as common as
Despite how the fact I get like 8 of them so far in the first dungeon. Anyway.
What does that talk about? This game has a sequel. I don't know how many of you are aware of this.
There we go.
Oh,
Doot,
wait, I
doot,
hit the wrong button.
doot.
Hold on.
Oh, this is about when I actually have to end it off.
Yeah, I don't know how many
Because
of you are aware of this.
we can't get, I can't get the encoding thing to work properly. So I actually have to end this off before the recording itself. I'm sorry, guys. But I don't think you want to watch still slides. So, have a good night. Have a good day. Whatever you do, have a great time. Good night, everybody.
Me too.